All right, let's take a look at the percents test practice. All right, so we're going to look at the following picture. What is the fraction of the shaded in? What is the fraction shaded in this picture? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shaded out of 5 in total boxes. So the answer to question 1 is 4 out of 5. Letter B, what is the percentage shaded in this picture? Well, 4 over 5. We turn this into an out of 100, times them both by 20 to get 80 out of 100, which means it's 80%. All right, what percent is unshaded? Well, 4 out of 5 is shaded. That means that 1 out of 5 is unshaded, which is 1 out of 5 times it by 20 times it by 20 is equal to 20 out of 100, or 20% is unshaded. What is the relationship between the percent shaded and the percent unshaded? Well, 80% plus 20% is equal to 100%. So the percent shaded plus the percent unshaded equals 100%. That's the relationship between them. All right, so that's page number 1. Page number 2. 30% is a symbolic representation. In the space below, create a different representation for 30%. Well, there's two different representations. There's two numerical representations. We can represent as a fraction, 30 out of 100, or 3/10. That's one way. The second way is as a decimal of 0.3. Those are the two different ways that you can represent 30% as numbers. Number 3. Consider 84%. Write this percent as a fraction in lowest terms. So 84% is 84 out of 100. Now I can divide both of those by 4 to get 21 out of 25. If you divided it by 2, you'd get 42 out of 50, and then you divide it by 2 again to get 21 out of 25. So I write that in here, 21 out of 25. What is this percent as a decimal? Well, 84% as a decimal is 0.84, 84 hundredths. Use a number line or a 100 chart to show how these numbers are related. So this is out of 100. So I would color in, there's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I colored in 84 out of 100. And since the block is one whole, or 0.84 of the whole block. Right, so it's 84 out of 100 if each one of these little guys counts as 1, but it's 0.84 if the block counts as 1. All right, write each fraction as a decimal and as a percent. So 14 out of 45. That one's going to be annoying because I'm going to have to actually do the division. So 45 goes into 14.0000. Doesn't go into 14 at all. 45 goes into 140. I think 3 times, and I get 135. Subtract, and I get 5. Bring down the 0. It goes into 50 once. That's 45. That's 5. Bring down the 0. It goes into 50 once. That's 45. Oh-ho. and it's a repeating 1. So it's a decimal. It's 0.31 repeating 1. As a percent, 31.1%. And we could say that the 1 is repeating. Or we could leave the dot off and just leave it as a decimal approximation. Now 16 out of 25, that one's nice because it goes up to 100 by timesing both by 4. And we get 64 out of 100. 64 out of 100 means our decimal is 0.64 or 64%. Right, that's page number 2. Calculate 20% of 247.60. Round your answer to the nearest penny. That's 2 decimal places. So there's 2 ways I can do this. I can do this way. 20% is 0.2, and I multiply by 247.6. So I'll just write that out over here. 247.6 times 0.2, 12. Carry the 1. 14 plus 1 is 15. Carry the 1. 2 times 4 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. 2 times 2 is 4. $42.52. $49.52. Don't forget your number sign on it. The other way you could do it is you could say 10% of 247.6 is equal to 24.76, and then you could multiply this guy by 2, and you'll get the same answer. Number 6. As a Christmas present for the family, Mr. and Mrs. Smith decide to buy the Sonyason Dream home theater system. The system costs $2,600 before taxes. If the goods and services tax is 5% of the cost of the system, how much GST did they pay? So they paid 5% of $2,600. So that's a multiplication question, right? 0.05 times 2,600. So 2,600 times 0.05. 30. Bring up the 3. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. 1, 2. So this is how much GST they had to pay. So the question is, how much GST did they have to pay? $130. Now, I could have also done 10% of 2,600 is 260. If 10% is 260, I could divide it by 2 to get 5%. What is the total cost, including GST? Well, I don't know why this one's out of 4. You take your $2,600 and you add to it your $130. $2,730 for the total cost. Don't forget your number sign on it. That's the answer. You take your price, you add your tax to get your total. All right. Number 7. The Saskatchewan Roughriders won 45% of their games. They won 9 games during the season. What is the total number of games played in the season? So here's our percentage right here. Here's our part, the part that they won, and we're asked to find the whole. So we know the percent, we know the part, and we're asked to find the whole. So if you remember, our whole is equal to our part divided by our percent. That's one of the formulas that's up on the board. So our part is 9 divided by 0.45. Okay, so 9 divided by 0.45, I multiply these both by 100 to get 900 over 45. And I can just do that question, 45 into 900. 45 goes into 90 twice. That's 90. 0. Bring down the 0. I have to fill up with zeros till the decimal point, right? Because this is in the tens place value, so got to fill that up. So that means our whole number is equal to 20. 20 games. So they played 20 games that season. All right, so a bag of marbles contains 30 marbles. Some are blue, some are red. There are 80% blue ones in the bag. The blue marbles weigh 12 grams each, and the red marbles weigh 17 grams each. What is the total weight of the marbles in the bag? So we're going to deal with the blue marbles first. The blue. We know the whole amount of marbles. We know the whole amount of marbles. We know the percentage. And we need to figure out how many blue marbles there are. We need to figure out the number of blue marbles. So the part of the bag that's blue is equal to the percentage times the whole. So our percentage is 0.8, right? We always work with the decimal version of our percent, times 30. And let's do that on the side here, times 0.8, 24 blue marbles. Okay, so if there's 24 blue marbles, we can easily do the red marbles. The red is the rest, is 30 minus 24. It's equal to 6 marbles. Okay, so there's 24 blue and 6 red. Now, the blue marbles weigh 12 grams each. So we're going to do 24 times 12 grams each to give us our total weight for the blue. That's 84042. 288 grams, so that's how much the blue marbles weigh. The red marbles weigh 17 grams each, so that's 17 times 6. 2, that's 42, carry the 402 grams for the red marbles. So our total is going to be 102 grams plus 288 grams. 10, carry the 1, 9, 390 grams. All right, so that's your test. I hope you can do this and that you're ready for the actual test. Thank you for watching.